Hello, lovely people, and welcome to Philanthropic February, day 27, the penultimate day of February. I want to show you my knitting progress because I'm kind of pleased that I'm getting towards the end of the Melt the Ice Toque by Saizu Designs. Before I came down here this evening, I did a little bit more on it. I got to my 7 inches before the decreases, and I've done quite a few decreases. This is what it's looking alike so far. I extended the ribbing. They say just to do a couple inches, or you can make it long enough to fold, and I did it 6 inches, so it's going to be folded in half when I wear it. There's my little Morse code band there, which says resist tyranny in Morse code. And on my friend's advice, rather than just go to 5.5 inches from the fold, I went to 7 inches. So that'll give my head plenty of room. And then I've done about a couple of inches of decreases here. So you decrease on both sides to make a pointed crown. Very simple. You're just doing SSK, knit across to the marker, knit 2 together, and the same on the other side. And then you have a 2-stitch band in between the decreases. And I dug out a very old sheep stitch marker that I've had for years. And I don't normally use because I don't always use such thin needles. And I'm often crocheting. And of course, a fixed circle stitch marker is not much good when you're crocheting. So it's nice to get it out and actually use it. Not long to go now. Not long at all. I have to decrease to 4 stitches. So all the way down to the point. Of course, I'll link to the pattern underneath the video if you want to go check it out. It's on Ravelry. It's free. And yeah, we are getting there. I'm not sure how big this yarn ball is. Oh, it's 127 grams or 4.5 ounces. So there's still going to be plenty of this ball left when I'm finished. I also have another one, plus the one my friend gave me of the Canadiana. So I'm going to have to come up with another red project, but it won't be another one of these. I'm just making the one for myself, and that's going to be that. I'll just mention my little butterfly project here. I had a look at the underneath of it today. It's still really, really damp underneath. The top is drying really well. Hoping those little mushroom caps are stuck nicely. They seem to be. So I have angled it on that lid right here so that it gets a chance to have the air circulating under its bum. Plans for tonight. First thing I want to do is Mod Podge my mushroom. I said to Mr. Stitches, I'm going to Mod Podge my mushroom. Mod Podge my mushroom. And he just looked at me quizzically as if to say, don't know what the heck you're talking about, woman. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Probably before I start, I should probably get a jar of water because once I've used one of my paintbrushes in here, I don't want it to glue itself permanently together. So give me a second. I'm going to run for some water. I'm ready. I've got my jar. Got a brush. Let's use this one. It looks kind of crummy anyway. Crummy. Very British word, isn't it? Crummy. So it's been a busy week. 5 shifts this week, although they were all mostly 4.5 to 5.5 hours long. So not hugely long. But I'm really glad the Friday came around. And actually my shift was quite easy today because I was helping to train somebody else on cash, and so we were both in the cash area, so that took the pressure off me being the only person up there, which I really liked. And yeah, after I left work, oh yes, I went to the post office and I sent Mandy her little prize. I did let her know that I'd be mailing it today, and I'm hoping she'll have it within the next 2 weeks because she's in the UK. So that was good. I might have accidentally on purpose bought a bar of chocolate while I was in the shop. I haven't had chocolate in ages, so I thought, I think I'm due for some chocolate. That's what comes of not eating lunch or having only an apple as a snack at work. But yes, I'm not sure what we have planned for this weekend, but I did tell Mr. Stitches I don't want to do anything on Sunday. Ideally, I'd like a PJ day because I feel like I'm due for one, but I may change my mind by Sunday. We'll see. Okay, let's change you to a different angle and get some Mod Podging done. So we're just going to go for it. I never did end up putting a second coat of this on anything, but I do like the pale colours. Normally I'm a bright colour sort of person, but I'm actually rather enjoying the pastels here. Don't worry if my Mod Podge looks streaky and lumpy. It actually all smooths out and looks great once it's dry. This will help hold that cracked area together as well, because it acts as a glue as well as a glaze. It's sort of a multi-purpose thing. It does make it look more finished off if you give it a nice shiny end coat. So what I was thinking, I don't think I'm going to do it tonight, but I thought it would be fun to make more mushrooms on sticks. Last year sometime, I think it was last year, maybe last fall, during Slovember, probably Slovember. So in November last year, oh, how did I get a piece of blue there? There's a little blue speck there. What the heck? Oh well. What was I saying? Last November, I made a lot of mushrooms, and I made some that were embedded on sticks so that I could put them into plant pot, and I've been definitely enjoying those. They are in one of my plant pots on my dining room table. I have a little, what I call a hospital area at the end of my dining room table because we have a very large table. It can sit 8, but there's only ever, at most of us, 5 of us sitting at the table, and even then, that usually only happens on special occasions. So at the window end, where it's nice and bright, I have a handful of plants. So if any of them are looking a bit sickly, that's where they go. And that's also where my orchids live, and they actually really like it there. So one of my plant pots by that window has a couple of mushrooms on sticks. So I can't really start some more mushrooms until I've got the sticks ready, because they need to have the sticks poked in their bottoms and dry on the sticks so that, you know, I'm not trying to put the sticks in afterwards somehow. So I may have to go out and do a little bit of a woodland walk and find the perfect sticks again. And get ready for more mushrooms. But instead of making them red and white, I could make them in pastels to go with this birdhouse. I thought that would be really fun. I was looking on Ravelry earlier at bird patterns for crochet, and I did find a very cute, very simple looking little bird that was supposed to come out about 1 inch tall. And I thought, wow, that would be perfect for my little birdhouse. A bit gooped up here, just on the top of the brush. So if I did that, I'd have a little crocheted bird peeking its little face out of my birdhouse. That would be rather fun. Sandy from the USA said something earlier about having faith in me that she reckoned I could do a clay bird. It's possible I could. I may yet try it. I don't know unless I try, do I? I'm going to have to put this down soon because I'm going to run out of places to hold it. Maybe now. Of course, when I put it down, the shadow from the cap hides part of it, so I'm hoping I don't miss any parts. Oops, I'm going to get a bit messy here. I think I've got it all. I noticed there's a little bit of paint here where the pink I don't think stuck properly, and that's probably where there was a little bit of school glue where I had tried to reinforce the cracked bit. But apart from that, I think it's looking all right. So I'm going to put that brush in there so it doesn't dry on. And then put this aside again. This is a multi-day project, isn't it? So one of the things I've been inspired by this week are the Instagram reels by Lindsay Dixon. Is it Dixon or Dickinson? It's a lovely day for is her handle on Instagram. It's a lovely day for. And she is doing a 100-day project where she is doing a collage every day. And she's doing just a small square. And at the moment she's using vegetables, like old line drawings of vegetables and things from, I guess it's an old book of some kind. And it's really cool. And I love the way she does it. She doesn't just stick paper down. She also uses some Caran d'Ache aquarelle, I think they're called, which is like a water-soluble crayon to add colour to her things. So I have gathered this magazine, some paper, and my Derwent Inktense pencils, and I thought I would have a little go at something. I'm going to cut something small, just a small piece of this sketch paper as my base. Let me just see. I wonder if I've got some index cards I could use. That would be even smaller and more manageable. Give me a second. Change of plan. I just found these index cards in a drawer. Now, I have a little handful of them, and I think it would be much more manageable and doable and less daunting if I try collaging one of these, and if it works out, I might carry on with some others. Okay, I'm happy about that. I feel like I need to put this on a background. It'll be fine. I don't think I'm going to make a big mess of the table, and it doesn't matter, it's just vinyl. So, this magazine is rather fun. It's one I got from work. They were throwing it out because it was out of date. And it's got lots of Dr. Seuss things in it, some old cartoons, lots of text, lots of fun colours. And I think I will go through and just pull out some things. So obviously the theme is going to be very Dr. Seuss. Maybe I should just go through this and see if anything particularly speaks to me. It's going to have to be fairly small. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to fit an entire blue elephant on an index card. I think the best thing to do would be just to have a quick flick. I like that this has one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish on it. I might use a part of that. Oh, and there's some alphabet letters there. That's fun too. I wonder if this fish is going to be far too big. Oh, well, maybe I could use it. Maybe some black and white as the background. Okay, let's start with that. I'll have to trim this afterwards. Oh, it doesn't want to tear across very easily. Oh boy. I was hoping it would tear nicely horizontally, but it doesn't want to. Let's get started. I'll fold this over the edge. There's a bit of a wrinkle in that, but that's going to be mostly covered up, so it shouldn't matter. Now, I rather like the idea of having this fish down at the bottom corner there, so let's see if I can tear it without losing any of it. After this, I might just randomly tear across, see what happens. Went a little weird. That way. Yeah, maybe I should put that further over so that covers up the edge of that one. I only want one of these, so I just really want the one fish for now. I can use the others somewhere else. Yikes. Nope. Obviously got glue on the table because things are sticking on there. Uh-oh. Tearing. I need something for up here still. Oh yes, I was going to do some text, wasn't I? Let's find something which has got lots of writing on it. I don't think I want to have a yellow background because the fish already has a yellow background. I'm just going to tear right through this text and then again over here. And then I can attach it to here. I don't want that blue. So from being quite a thin index card, this actually turns out to be a little bit sturdier because of the layers you're adding to it. So you could probably send it through the mail as a postcard. You finish things off nicely. Oh, I love this hand. I think I might have to cut that out Because I think if I try and tear it, it's not going to work. I'll use my decal edge scissors just to see if I can fussy cut that. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, let's stick it down and then trim. Okay, I have some brushes here and my ink tents. So I might stop there and just see if I can add some colour to that, just to hopefully enhance it and hopefully not ruin it. I haven't done this on magazine paper before, so I don't know how the ink tents will work on that, but from what I've seen of people using them, I think they work on most things. Let's see. It's always very satisfying when the ink comes wet. Before I add anything else, I think it would be kind of nice to add a bit of a larger piece of text. Maybe this one. It says Dr. Seuss's ABC 1963. Yeah, I think that's what it needs. When I make it wet, maybe I can extend it past the edge of that piece of paper into the print there. Just trying to get the stark white away, really. It's all feeling a bit wet now, so it's probably going to be better when it's dry. I'm very new to this collage lark. In a way, it'd be nice to do something with that white area, but I know that it's important to have white space, just as important as it is to have colour. So I think I'm going to leave it. I'll leave this writing like that. So it'll look a lot better, I think, when it's dry. I've got a couple of over wet patches here and here. But that was fun. That was very quick and very fun. And in that magazine, there is so much more fodder for future ideas. And I've still got all of these to play with. That felt like a quickie today. A little bit of mud podging, a little bit of collaging. When you get stuck into the flow, it feels very fast, but on the other hand, it could have been longer than I thought. Yeah, what do you reckon? Not bad for a newbie, hey? If I was to back that with something, I could probably turn it into a postcard. In fact, I could take one of the other index cards and slap that on the back, glue the lined side onto there, and then it would be plain on the back and a little bit more sturdy, and you could actually send that through the mail. I wonder if I need to Mod Podge that. Let me know in the comments if you have done this sort of thing and if you think it needs a layer of Mod Podge just to seal everything and make it look good. I did do that with the jigsaw puzzle pieces that I did last week, and it did make them look more finished. So I may well do that. So I will leave the Mod Podge on the table so that tomorrow I can put a layer on top of that, unless you scream at me not to, because it's a bad idea for whatever reason. I'm going to leave my Derwent Inktense pencils tin open so that the crayons can dry if they got a little damp. I don't think my butterfly base is going to be dry enough to paint, at least for a couple more days. But that's all right. It'll be something to look forward to. I feel like I should be writing things down, but I don't think I'll forget it. As long as I leave things lying around where I can easily see them, I won't forget them, right? So I guess it's time to pop back upstairs and get some more editing done and get this video up for you. I really appreciate you being here. I love the support. I love the comments. It's very motivating. And it just makes me want to keep going and make more videos. So yeah, it works great. Works both ways, right? We benefit each other. Last day of Philanthropic February tomorrow. It'll probably just be a little bit more of the same. I might have finished the knitted hat by then. I'll probably get a bit more slow stitching done. I might do another collage. And if I get out for a walk and find some sticks, maybe I'll make some clay mushrooms to paint with pastel paints to go with my birdhouse. Looking forward to that idea. Spring mushrooms. Very exciting. I think I already said that, didn't I? Okay, I'm going now for sure. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.